Hi everyone, it's Vic here from at Forever Scrapping. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm sharing with you a quick process video on how to put together the Heart Mini Fold album by Paige Taylor Evans. So I've cut out the templates with my silhouette, really easy to do. And I kept the size of the cut file the same as how it was downloaded, but you could make it bigger or smaller. So you cut out the pieces, fold along the perforated lines, and make sure you fold them forwards and backwards. And then you need to stick the pieces together. So as you can see, I've already done that bit. And then I was using the really pretty papers from Pink Paislee. I think they're called Lucky Us. They were perfect for this mini album. When they came in the post, I did have an idea of how I was going to use them, but with it being Valentine's Day, I was sort of jumped straight in and used them on this album instead. It's my second time of making a mini album, so I made a tag album towards the end of 2019. And I found that really tricky to do because I'm not used to working on such a small size, but this came together so easily. So as you can see, I've got like a heart, a white, which I cut out of white cardstock. I think Paige actually cut hers out of pattern paper, which in hindsight would have been better to do, but I cut it from cardstock and then also cut it from pattern paper because I wanted to make it a bit more robust because it was going to be a present for my husband. I then decided once I put it all together that I wanted to do machine stitching on it. So stupidly, because it was all stuck together, I made my life a bit more difficult than it should have been. But so if you want to do that on your front and back cover, I would suggest you do that before you stick it to the accordion foldy bit in the middle of the album. So I just wanted to tie it together to make it a bit more secure. So you see it keeps lifting up, and by the time I've added bits into it, it's going to pop up even more. So I wanted to add a piece of ribbon so that we could use that and tie it in a bow just to make it a little bit more secure so it didn't get caught on things when it wasn't being looked at. So I decided to go across the diagonal on that. I preferred it that way. And just use some double-sided sticky tape to adhere that to the back heart before putting my pattern paper on. So I wanted to add pom-pom trim to it, so I love using this Sticks 2 double-sided sticky tape. It is amazing, and I can also lift that brown layer off of it really easily with my nails. Sometimes with sticky tape it takes forever, and I'm there with tweezers and it just goes on forever, but as you can see it comes off really easily. So that's what I'm going to use to adhere my pom-pom trim around the edge of my heart. I have sped this video up a bit, and I've also cut bits out because you don't need to see me attaching it all the way around. So there we go, I've attached it round and I've put my pattern paper on top. So for the inserts, there were square bits that my photos were going to go on. I wanted to add a bit more texture to that, so did a bit of hand stitching with some embroidery thread. I think I used 3 strands of it on that. And I just love the way it just adds a bit more texture and interest to layouts or little projects like this. So I did that on all of the square inserts. There's 4 that go on there, so I've done that for all of them. As you can see, when the album folds up, from the left the heart bits fold inwards, then the middle ones fold outwards, and then the end ones fold inwards, so that gives you that accordion shape. So just trimming up the ribbon there, not the ribbon, sorry, the embroidery thread, and then sticking them down onto my page. Because they've got that embroidery thread, I decided that just to help secure that, I would use the double-sided sticky tape again. I didn't want it coming up or my stitching coming undone, so that's quite a good way to make sure that it's just not going to happen. And then I also decided I would ruffle up the edges of these paper squares as well with my nails, just to add again a little bit more texture. So as you can see, it comes together really, really easily. Absolutely have loved putting this together. And then you don't have to stick all of those squares down securely. You could leave one end open, which I do on one of my squares, because then I use that as a little pocket to add a tag in with some messages for my husband. So this is the one that I do as a pocket. So here's the end result. I will post another video of a flip through of my album. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Give it a go. I'm definitely going to do it again. It came together so easily. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and follow me. I'd really appreciate it. And you can find me over on Instagram at Forever Scrapping. Thanks. Bye.